Most people use aluminum foil almost every day, wrapping leftovers, lining trays, or cooking in the oven. It feels harmless, routine, safe. But here's the truth that surprises many. That shiny versus dull side you've been ignoring? It's not what you think. And one common cooking habit can increase the amount of aluminum that ends up in your food. Before you panic, this isn't about instant poisoning. But long-term habits? That's where it gets interesting. Let's break it down. Shiny side versus dull side. Does it really matter? You've probably heard this before. Use the shiny side in, or the dull side out, or it's dangerous. Here's the reality. There is no significant health difference between the two sides. The shiny and dull sides exist simply because of how aluminum foil is manufactured. Two layers are rolled together, and one side becomes shiny while the other turns matte. That's it. No coating, no chemical difference, no safe side or toxic side. So where does the real risk come from? The real issue isn't the side of the foil. It's how you use it, especially with certain foods. Aluminum is a reactive metal. Under certain conditions, small amounts can leach into food, especially when the food is highly acidic, like tomatoes, citrus, vinegar-based dishes. The food is very salty. It's cooked at high temperatures. It's wrapped tightly and heated for a long time. This doesn't mean your meal suddenly becomes toxic. But repeated exposure over time, that's what experts pay attention to. The one type of food you should avoid wrapping in foil. If there's one habit to rethink, it's this. Avoid wrapping acidic foods in aluminum foil for cooking or long storage. Examples include tomato-based dishes, lemon or citrus-marinated meats, vinegar-heavy recipes. Why? Because acidity increases the interaction between the food and the foil, allowing more aluminum to transfer into what you eat. Again, this isn't instant danger, but it's unnecessary exposure you can easily avoid. What about health risks? You might have seen claims linking aluminum exposure to serious diseases. Here's what current science says. Small amounts of aluminum exposure from food are generally considered safe for most people. The body can eliminate low levels efficiently. However, excessive and long-term exposure is still being studied, especially in relation to neurological health. So the goal isn't fear, it's awareness and moderation. Smarter ways to use aluminum foil. If you still want to use foil, and most people do, here are simple, safer habits. Use it for dry or low-acid foods. Avoid direct contact with acidic ingredients during cooking. Consider alternatives like baking paper, parchment paper for roasting. Don't store acidic leftovers in foil for long periods. Most people have used foil wrong at some point, but not in a way that causes immediate harm. Still, small daily habits add up over time. So next time you reach for that roll of foil, remember, it's not about fear, it's about using it wisely. Because sometimes the most dangerous mistakes are the ones that feel completely normal.